What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are returning to Regulation G. As you guys know, on January 6th, the format does change, and instead of making a new regulation like they normally do, they decided to revert back to Regulation G and give this another go. So we're bringing you guys some Regulation G teams before the format actually drops to help you guys push Master Tier and get you guys started on Regulation G. Now, today's team is all about Rider Calyrex, and the reason I picked Rider Calyrex is because this Pokemon is one of the strongest in Regulation G. It is super fast, great on the special attacking side, and it's just broken. It's a broken Pokemon. There's no other way to put it. Now, let's talk about this Calyrex. Calyrex over here has as one as ability, so it gets two abilities. It gets two abilities. One is going to be its Unnerve ability, which allows opponents not to eat berries, and then this other one is Grimnay. I think that's what it is. So every time it picks up a KO, it grants itself a special attack boost. So this thing can just get stronger and stronger and stronger every time it picks up a KO. Now, Calyrex over here is holding Life Orb as item with its signature move, Astral Barrage, which is hands down one of the strongest moves to ever touch the Pokemon world. It's got Psychic, it's got Substitute, it's got Protect as its final move. Now, if you guys haven't already seen, this team is absolute meta. It's got Tornadus, it's got Rage Bolt, Incineroar, Rillaboom, and Water Urshifu. Water Urshifu was elite in Regulation G. Nothing's going to change this time around. It's got Unseen Fist with Mystic Water, Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Aqua Jet, and Protect. Rage Bolt, on the other hand, same thing like Urshifu, absolute meta. You're going to be seeing it a ton. Photosynthesis, Magnet with Thunderbolt, Thunderclap, Dragon Pulse, and Protect. We don't need to talk about Rillaboom and Incineroar considering they've been all over the Regulation H meta, but one Pokemon that I want to talk about, and this might be the last time I talk about it, is going to be Tornadus. Now, Tornadus is going to be one of the most used Pokemon within this format due to its Prankster ability and its great supporting move pool. It's got Focus Sash, it's got Bleak Wind Storm, Tailwind, Rain Dance, and Protect. Guys, you want to run the team for yourself for Regulation G? Rental code is at the top right-hand corner. But without further ado, let's hop on the ladder, showcasing this Regulation G Rider Calyrex team. So guys, like I mentioned, Regulation G rank does not release until January 6th, which is why we're on the casual ladder. And again, the reason I am starting to use Regulation G teams instead of Regulation H teams right now is because I want to get you guys some nice teams, so when the rank meta does drop, you guys can just hop right in, have some teams, and get after it. Now, first match, we're going up against a Hoopa team with Manaphy. This is why I love the casual ladder. You always get some cool Pokemon, stuff that you haven't seen before, which is why I wish they would have made like a new restricted format. Or not restricted format, a new regulation, and just give us something fresh, something brand new, because honestly, this restricted format Regulation G kind of gets old real quick, because again, you guys are just going to see the same Pokemon over and over and over again. It is what it is. Like, the Pokemon level are so strong, you just have to use these Pokemon. But for our lead here, I definitely like Rider Calyrex. We can just rip up with this thing. And honestly, we could lead it with a Tornadus and just get going with that. And that is something I actually really like. Honestly, this thing probably outspeeds everything. Do we even need Tornadus here? Like, 222 speed is absurd. Do we even need that? I might just use that with Urshifu. Or I could just go in with, like, Incineroar, fake out, all that good stuff. Yeah, we're going to go into Incineroar. So Incineroar alongside with our Calyrex, and then we'll bring Urshifu, and I think Raging Bolt could just be a great customer here. Raging Bolt, super bulky, and it hits really hard. So Raging Bolt, elite when it comes to Paradox Pokemon. Speaking of Paradox Pokemon, I forgot about Fluttermane, man. Fluttermane's awesome. I cannot wait to use Fluttermane. I cannot believe I'm saying that, but I cannot wait to use Fluttermane. I haven't used it in so long, and it has just been so good. Like, that Pokemon was so good. Top tier. It was so fast, but I know myself. I'm going to have fun in Regulation G for like 2 weeks, and then after I use all the Pokemon, I'm going to be like, all right, I had enough. Let's see something new. But we're going to end up seeing Manaphy and Hoopa come out here for the lead. I got my As-1, my 2 abilities. Got my Unnerve, nobody's allowed to eat berries on the opposing team, and I get to Intimidate up. So Manaphy chilling here. Hoopa, on the other hand, Hoopa, are you Dark and Psychic, or are you part Ghost? What you got going? You're Psychic and Ghost, which means Astral Barrage might just dump on you. See you later. So yeah, I'm going to send an Astral Barrage. And Manaphy, you're water, right? Yeah, I can fake you out. Manaphy. So we'll go for Astral Barrage. We will just go for a fake out. And you guys are about to see how broken these Pokemon really are. Like, look at this. Look at this. Bye-bye, Hoopa. Manaphy, you might even die out here too. Okay, Manaphy survives, but still, Hoopa's dead. And now Calyrex is just turning into an absolute monster. Grimnay is going to boost its special attack. Manaphy's gonna flinch here, and Calyrex is just gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And the crazy thing is its speed's already at 222, which a lot of Pokemon can't even reach with Tailwind, which is absurd. But out comes Palmot. You can't fake me out because I'm a ghost type. And I'm just going to send another Astral Barrage. So I'll go for Astral Barrage. And on top of that, I will just go for a... I'll just go for a knockoff. We're going to sweep this match. He goes for a Mach Punch here. Oh my god, that actually did really good damage. That did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Astral Barrage is going to fly here. We're going to say bye-bye to Manaphy. Palmot, are you dead here too? Palmot's going to focus Ash up. I'm going to get one Grenade boost here, and then Incineroar's just going to finish off the Palmot. So, yeah. Like, this is what we're getting with Regulation G. This is what we're going to get. Alright, next match, I definitely won't lead Calyrex, right? I feel like that would be unfair because, again, you're going to be seeing this a lot. Like, this isn't just like a normal thing where you can just walk out here and sweep with Calyrex. This happens all the time, even in professional tournaments. Like, Calyrex is this strong. Like, you have to play for the Calyrex. Like, if you're versing Calyrex, it's like, okay, how do I deal with that, and how do I stop it from just steamrolling my team? That's pretty much it. And Incineroar is actually a pretty good counter, so, again, Incineroar is just going to be back in the meta, and you're going to be seeing it a bunch. But we'll deal with that as the time comes. But from here, battle was canceled. 2-turn battle. Calyrex, like I said, absolutely broken. Moving on to our second match, and I'm actually really thankful we're going up against another Regulation G team. The last match, obviously, you guys seen Shadow Rider Calyrex just melted through and just deleted everybody. But now we're actually going up against real competition, a Palkia squad. Palkia is such a dope Pokemon, such a strong Pokemon, especially paired up next to Pelipper. They also got Incineroar. They got Golden Goat. They're rocking out with Ursaluna and Amoonguss. Now, Palkia could pop Trick Room, so that is something I have to deal with. For our lead here, I could go in the Raging Bolt. I kind of like Urshifu here as well. Raging Bolt's actually a pretty solid lead, so I am going to end up leading Raging Bolt. I like this Pokemon a lot. So Raging Bolt going to come out here for a lead. And we could just go into Urshifu, or I could just go into you. And I feel like you got to be leading... I feel like you have to be leading, what's it called? Palkia, right? I feel like you gotta be leading Palkia, and I feel like you want to pop Trick Room. So I think from here we might just want to either go into Shadow Rider Calyrex, even though I said we wouldn't. I feel like we have to, or even Rillaboom here. Rillaboom's not bad, especially they have no terrain control. I got high horsepower, I can fake out. I like this, so I'm gonna go Rillaboom here. I'm gonna bring Shadow Rider Calyrex in the back end, and last but not least, give me Urshifu. Give me the Water Bear. The Water Bear. Honestly, Regulation G, like, as much as I think it gets stale real quick, it's a really good format for competitive. Like, if you're, like, really in the competitive Pokemon, like, this is a good format for it. Like, the restricted formats are always really, really good for competitive. Like, I don't know, they just are. They just are. The competitive scene thrives off of it. And I'll give it to them. It works. Like, this is competitive Pokemon, using the strongest guys. Like, this is it. I like this from a competitive standpoint, but from, like, a recording standpoint, it's like, it gets stale real quick. We're going to end up seeing Incineroar come out here alongside with Palkia. And from here, they're going to try to fake out. They're going to try to pop a what's it called? A Trick Room. So I'm just going to fake out the Palkia because we get fake out priority, or we actually move first. And we're just going to make that thing flinch. If you make my Raging Bolt flinch, so be it. But there's a chance you just rock a Flare Blitz. I'm just trying to deal damage to this Palkia and allow him not to pop Trick Room, because Trick Room is a problem. It's definitely a problem for us. I maybe should have led Shadow Rider Calyrex and just go straight and, like, substitute while they pop Trick Room, because that would be a great way of just wasting out turns. Be a really good way. Let's see what they do. He's going to end up just withdrawing. Okay. Palkia gets to withdraw. And Ursaluna going to come in here. That's fine. I don't mind dealing damage to Ursaluna here. Fake Out's going to find this slot. Deal -5. And Dragon Pulse is going to launch here. So I think we're going to see a Flare Blitz maybe. That'll have some great damage there. And Will-O-Wisp is going to launch. And my Rillaboom dodged it, right? That's my Rillaboom. It's got to be my Rillaboom. That's a big time dodge for us. That's a big time dodge. Now, obviously, they could just protect the Ursaluna. I definitely just want to go into a Thunderbolt here. I'm thinking I just want a Wood Hammer slot. I might double down into Incineroar. I could honestly Terrasilize you as well. But the problem here is, like, you got to be protecting Ursaluna. You have got to be protecting Ursaluna. Like, you just have to. I'm going to double down to Incineroar. You have to be protecting Ursaluna. Knowing that I'm just staring you in the face with a Grassy Glide. You withdraw. That's fine. We're doubling down to this Incineroar. There's the withdrawal. You're going to probably go... There's a Amoonguss. You're thinking of going into a Grassy Glide or a Grass Type move in that slot. But now we're just doubling down to Incineroar, and we're playing our reads here. We're playing our reads. So Thunderbolt's going to launch here. We go for high horsepower with that too, and he's just gonna go for a parting shot and dip out of here. So we know his whole team. We know their whole team. Now they're probably gonna go back into Palkia and try to get this Trick Room set up. So we got some damage down on Ursaluna. We got damage down onto Incineroar, which is great. And now they got Amoonguss, and they're probably just gonna Rage Powder and pop a Trick Room, which this could get real ugly. So I mean, now I could swap if I want to. Rillaboom's not going to be affected by the Rage Powder, which is great news, so I might just rip a Wood Hammer in that slot. I mean, I'll try to Dragon Pulse, even though I'm -1. Actually, I'm -1 on both Pokemon, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Oh, yeah, we might want to swap. We're going to swap. They're going to get off Trick Room. So be it. So be it. We'll swap. Might even do a double swap here. We'll do a double swap. We'll do a double swap. I'm almost positive they're going for Rage Powder into a Trick Room here. Or even a Spore in a Trick Room. So be it. That's fine. That's fine. So the double swap happens. Double swap, baby. A little bit of double swap action. And Palkia's got to be going for Trick Room here. This is your time to shine, Palkia. This is your Trick Room time. This is your Trick Room time. We'll see a Terror type pop out of here as well. So we get we know their team. We know their Terror. They know our team now. Palkia's going to go straight into Steel. He's getting real steely with it. I'm getting my stats back, which is great. And are we going to see Rage Powder? No, we're just going to see a straight up Spore here. So he's going to Spore me. He's going to pop Trick Room. I see. I feel you. I understand. And I swear, yo, if you Spore my Urshifu as well, I'd be kind of upset. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I'd be kind of upset. But from here, we're actually just going to start Psychicking down this slot. Dude, if I could get off a close combat, that'd be beautiful. But I'm just going to Protect. I just think wasting out these turns is in our best interest. So we'll Protect here. Throw up a shield onto our bear. And yeah, you're going to go for the Spore spam. Okay. That's what we're going to do here. A little bit of Spore spam action. He's going to double down to the bear. Oh, we love that Protect. That's a big time Protect. That's a big time Protect. So there's our first turn to sleep. Hurts the soul. Spatial Rents are looking to fly here. Obviously, he's going to put me to sleep here again. And I could just hard swap in the Rillaboom, which is exactly what I'm going to do, because I am not going to sleep. I refuse! I refuse to go to sleep. I refuse. So we're just going to go straight into our Grass-type Pokemon here. Make life a bit easier. Try to waste out some Trick Room turns here as well. And he's just going to go for a Palm Puff here. So he's going to actually double down in this slot. How dare you? How dare you? Can you soak this? Do not get a crit. Okay, you soak it. Can you wake up, though? That's the real question. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Calyrex. Oh, yes. Nice little wake up there. Beautiful. Get on out of here, Amoonguss. Get on out of here. Get it on out of here. We don't need it here anymore. We don't need it here anymore. Grimnay boosting. Grimnay boosting. But I do die out to Life Orb. I totally forgot. Man, I'll take that all day, though. I'll take that all day. Okay, so the grass is gone, which kind of sucks, man. But, I do have Aqua Jet with you. I could go into, like, Water Tower and just Aqua Jet if they go into Ursaluna. Actually, pretty good. They could go into Incineroar here as well, which I could see popping. I could definitely see popping. I'm just going to go into you. I think Incineroar comes out here. Yep, good call. Good call. It is Incineroar. It is the Incineroar. So I can fake it out before he fakes me out. I'm just going to fake out the Palkia. Play it smart, play it safe. Because, again, we're just trying to waste out Trick Room turns at this point. We really are. We really are just trying to waste out Trick Room turns. Now, I'm just going to go for a... Oh, you can Parting Shot before anything. I'm just going to go for a Dragon Pulse here. And just fake out you. That's going to be my play. Actually, Incineroar gets to fake out first. So if he wants to fake out my Rillaboom first, he can do that. I think he just Spatial Rend me. Yeah, oh man. Bye-bye. Bye-bye to my Raging Bolt. Trick Room just flopped everything. At least I get off this turn. I get rid of you. So that's big time news. That's big time news. We're going to see the Spatial Rend into the Rillaboom slot. Okay. That's fine. My boy soaks this. My boy soaks this. So Trick Room going down in a couple turns. How many turns are left, though? That's the real question. That's the real question. One? It is one. I mean, just a simple Protect from you is definitely a call. I could swap into you, but I really would just rather have you for like close combat purposes and all that stuff. So, if I can, I'd love to just get off a Wood Hammer. We still have our Terror type, which is really big for us. And I'm just going to protect and waste out this Trick Room. What a match. What a match, though. Come on, now. What a match. EQ's going to fly here. Rillaboom's going to soak the EQ. And actually, you are just going to hit your... Oh, you have telepathy. I was going to say, you're going to hit your steel type... What's it called? Your steel type Palkia. But, again, telepathy's a thing. Such a good match right here. Such a good match, and Space Man's going to fly here. Alright. So I still have Terra type. Trick Room is gone. I think our best bet is to just get rid of this Ursaluna, correct? And then terrestrialize our Raging Bolt, right? Because Urshifu should be fast on the field. I can hit through Protects, which is absurd. And let's just check out the speeds. And then I get rid of your Dragon type in here. Yeah, I like that. You should be fast on the field. You should be fast on the field. Alright, so we're going to terrestrialize you, go for a nice little Thunderbolt. Drop it into that slot, and then just go for a Surge and Strikes here. And then just go for a Surge and Strikes. So saved our Terra type for the perfect time. The best time, I think. And we're going to get rid of our Dragon typing. I know we're still weak to ground, but again, Urshifu should outspeed and just be able to get rid of Ursaluna. That's the crazy thing about Urshifu. It's like, it hits through Protect, so like, you protecting it just doesn't even do anything. It doesn't matter. And he gets guaranteed crits. So it's like, you can intimidate this Pokemon, it doesn't matter. It's critting. It doesn't matter. It bypasses all that. So get rid of the Ursaluna. Could pop a Trick Room again if he wants to, but I think he just attacks me at this point. And Space Man is going to fly into the Raging Bolt. Exactly why we terrestrialize at the perfect time. And we should be chilling here. We should be chilling here. I got a Thunderbolt with Terra Boosted going through. It's going to do some nice damage. That's some nice damage. And then I could just either Surging Strikes or I could Thunderclap here as well. I'm going to go for a Thunderclap. But I can just go for close combat if I want to and just end this game. Which I'm going to do. Thanks for playing. Battle was canceled. What a second match. Regulation G team's going crazy. We end up coming out on top. I love it. I absolutely love it. Another Regulation G team on its way. Shadow Rider Calyrex versus Ice Rider Calyrex. Now, Ice Rider Calyrex plays totally differently from Shadow Rider Calyrex in the sense that it likes to sit in the Trick Room. Now, Shadow Rider Calyrex, very speedy, very fast, works outside of Trick Room. I think I'm going to lead it and maybe pop a Substitute if they want to pop Trick Room. Plus, I get to dodge fake outs, all that good stuff. So going into him is going to be a great call. So I like that. That's going to be our lead. Who should our next Pokemon be? It could just be Incineroar. We can kind of just pester around with this thing. Yeah, I actually like that. So I'm going to go into both of them. We don't want Tornadus considering they're trying to pop Trick Room. We outspeed regardless. And from here, we could definitely just go into like Raging Bolt and probably Urshifu. I like that. They have Torkoal, which is scaring me a good bit. But yeah, I think this is our team. So Casual Ladder actually looking pretty nice. I mean, first match, we didn't have a Regulation G team, but second and third, seems like a lot of people are kind of doing the same thing as me. Just want to hop on the Casual Ladder, get some Regulation G in. Because Regulation H, I do like Regulation H. Regulation H was actually a lot of fun. I had a great time with Regulation H. Using Pokemon that otherwise we wouldn't really use. That's why I like when they do like formats like that. I think it's really cool. But we're going to see Calyrex come out here alongside with Indeedee. Okay. I can't fake out, but I can go for a knockoff here. They're definitely looking to pop like Follow Me, maybe Trick Room here. And obviously from here, we're just going to actually try to double down into this Calyrex slot with Astral Barrage. And actually, I could just go for a Psychic instead. I could go for a Psychic instead and just double down into Indeedee, but I think Astral Barrage is going to be our play. Astral Barrage isn't going to affect Indeedee due to its normal typing, but with knockoff from Incineroar, that could be actually pretty good. So, actually, no, let's just pop a Substitute. Let's just pop a Substitute and go for a knockoff. Let's just do that. I'll obviously try to throw it into Calyrex slot, but I'm going to pop a Substitute because we're going to have to waste out Trick Room turn. So, Substitute is going to be a good friend of ours. We can actually use that to our advantage. Yeah, because I was even saying that in the last match. I was like, Substitute Calyrex could be really clutch. Because the first turn, they're going to waste popping Trick Room. Then I can set up a Substitute. I'd be surprised if they straight up attack me here. Yeah, let's see how this plays. Because it's either Follow Me or I don't know what else it would be. Or maybe a Terra type and then you say attacking. I could definitely see a Terra type from Calyrex. Seeing that my Calyrex can just rip with Astral Barrage. Could also see a Terra type and a Follow Me play. I think Indeedee's definitely going to go for Follow Me. But yeah, there's a Terra type. This is definitely in the Calyrex. Ice Rider Calyrex. Getting out here. Fire Terror? A little bit of dragon. A little bit of dragon terror. A little bit of dragon action coming out here. Dragon Terror's gonna fly here. Follow me still. Still happens. That's totally fine. And out comes a subby. A nice little substitute, baby. Knockoff's also gonna fly. It's going to do decent damage. There, we used their item. And there's the Trick Room. There is the Trick Room. So Incineroar, I'm actually just going to... I want to burn. I want to go for a burn here. I definitely want to just protect you. And I think I'm just going to try to KO you at this point. But I really want to go for like a Will-O-Wisp. But the sheer fact is like Follow Me could definitely be in effect here. So I'm just going to get rid of the Indeedee. Deal with the support Pokemon first. Protect my Calyrex. Waste out a Trick Room turn. Waste out these turns. And that's so good about Substitute. Like, I got the Substitute set up. I protect this turn. Next turn, I have a Substitute to waste out another turn. And then the turn after that, I can simply just protect again. So we got a lot going. And Helping Hand actually comes out here. I would have just burned this bad boy. I would just burn this bad boy. Protect's going to come out here from the Calyrex. And honestly, I might have been able to attack. Because this could be a high horsepower flying out from the Calyrex. This thing hits hard, man. It is a high horsepower. Can you soak this? Oh no, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Now we're about to see the other side of things. So we gotta waste out these turns. We're in trouble. We are so in trouble. This thing is just boosting at this point. I could Thunderclap. I still have Terror type. Could go into you. Huh. What? Who do I go into? Whoever I go into, I'm probably just going to protect. I actually can't Thunderclap. I'm just going to go into you. I cannot Thunderclap right now. I can't go for Aqua Jet. Huh. And from here, we definitely just want to go into an Astral Barrage. I have Grass Terror type, but that does not help us out here. That simply does not help us out. Actually, Psychic might do more at this point. With the terrain boosted? Yeah, I think Psychic would do more. Yeah, it's going to power up Psychic moves. Yeah, so we're going to go into a Psychic, and I'm just going to protect you. Let's waste out some turns. Let's waste out some turns here. So I protect the Urshifu. Trying to waste out these Trick Room turns. Now comes the Glacial Lance. Actually would have been a good turn for Urshifu to attack here. He's going to take off my sub. My subby wubby. And we might see a Psychic fly out here from what's it called? From Indeedee at this point. Yep, into the Urshifu slot, which is really good news. Psychic's going to launch here. How much damage are we doing in this slot? That's some good damage. And how many turns are left in Trick Room? 2. Oh my lord, leave me alone, man. Leave me alone! Just leave me alone at this point. Gotta protect you. Actually, I think they think that I'm gonna protect. I'm actually just gonna go here. I'm not gonna protect this turn. I'm gonna Water Terror, just so I don't die out to a Psychic. I'm gonna Surge and Strike this slot. That's my play. I'm Water Terroring right here, right now. Come on, baby. They definitely think I'm protecting my my Calyrex, which is why I didn't go into a protect. I could see a Glacial Lance fly. There is a chance of that and a Psychic again. We'll see. Yep, there's Glacial Lance. Maybe I should just protect my Calyrex, but my Calyrex is gonna die out here. I think Urshifu should be able to soak up a Psychic. And then I could just protect next turn and try to just get after it. But this is terrifying. Yep, there's Psychic. Come on, soak this. If I soak this, I have a chance of winning. Yes! Yes, Urshifu. Yes! I should just protect the Calyrex, though. So from here, I can double protect and then get after it. Get rid of the Follow Me user, finally. This is just brutal, man. This is brutal. The double protect obviously has to fly. Who could they possibly go into? The terrain will end in 1 turn, so now I can start using my Aqua Jets. I can start using my Thunderclaps. I got all that good stuff ready to roll. Torkoal comes out here. Alright, Torkoal. I see you, Torkoal. Gotta set the sunlight. Gotta set the sunlight. This is gonna be my photosynthesis. I totally forgot about that. Photosynthesis out here. Again, simple just double protect here. It's gotta be your play. Let's just get rid of all this. Huh. Trying to figure out ways I can actually win this game, because Torkoal's a huge threat on the field right now. The double protect, last turn of Trick Room is going. Psychic Terrain is going to bounce here as well. Next turn I will have speed, which is really good for me. I get my photosynthesis boost with my Raging Bolt, so my special attack is multiplied by, I think it's like 1.5, or is it 1.3? It's something like that, but it's very, very high. I can close combat down this this Calyrex slot, because it needs to go. I can't have it chilling on the field. If it gets off one Glacial Glance, it wins the game. So I'm going to actually close combat that slot. And I think from here, I mean, it's an absolute must to just drop a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt would do the most damage here in the Torkoal. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to launch Close Combat. Could you swap in anybody who could soak a Close Combat? I mean, who's your final Pokemon? Amoonguss, maybe Incineroar? I mean, let's just launch Close Combat. So I'll go Close Combat. Thunderbolt, it's not going to KO Torkoal, but it can definitely do a lot of damage, which is good. Close Combat is going to finish off the Calyrex. Bye-bye. He probably just rips another Eruption. Or maybe Heat Wave at this point. And I think both of them will just KO my Urshifu. I don't think there's no shot that Urshifu actually survives. Unless he goes for Heat Wave and I dodge it. That'd be realistically the only way. Or I get a Paralyze here and we get the Paralyzed luck. Or I one-tap Raging Bolt. What? Dude. Raging Bolt. Oh my lord, that definitely just possibly won this game. Okay. Photosynthesis here for him. He's boosting his special attack as well. What's my speed is the real question. I feel like that comes down to it. My magnet boost also doing damage. My speed is not high. My HP is through the roof though. My speed is not high. Gotta go for Dragon Pulse though. My HP is absurd. And we'll go for another Close Combat here. Close Combat does go first, which is great news. Does half damage, which is beautiful. And I wonder what Raging Bolt's going for here. I wonder what their Raging Bolt, I should say. I'm outspeeding. That's game. That's game. Come on, man. Come on, man. Raging Bolt is absolutely absurd. Absolutely broken, especially with Photosynthesis. We got 3-0 for today's video. Get some good battles on recording. Regulation G is back, which means Shadow Rider Calyrex is back. We showcased this Pokemon and this team to its fullest potential. Calyrex went absolutely crazy match number 1, sweeping out. And then match number 2 and match number 3, we versed Regulation G teams, like real Regulation G teams just like us, and we had to waste out Trick Room, and they were phenomenal battles. I'm really glad I got them on recording. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me, and if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread some positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.